the unexplored Amazon rainforest, which is still a mystery to this day. The Amazon rainforest is the world's largest rainforest and covers more than 2 million miles of land. It stretches across 9 South American countries. The Amazon rainforest is incredibly vast and spreads through 8 different countries. It even stretches into French Guiana and the overseas territory of France. The Amazon rainforest represents over half the entire planet's remaining rainforest, with the largest and most incredibly diverse flora and fauna ecosystems we have ever seen. It covers approximately 5.5 million square kilometers, or 2.1 million square miles, to put it simply. In perspective, the Amazon rainforest is larger than Spain, Japan, Germany, and Italy combined. This vastness makes the Amazon unbelievably impossible to explore on the surface. And even when you look from above, the trees are so dense that you cannot see through the canopies of lush greenery. Forget about the pyramids of Egypt or the Great Wall of China. The Amazon is a living and breathing wonder, which contains so many undiscovered secrets. The lush region provides important benefits to communities living near and far. Nearly 500 indigenous communities call the Amazon rainforest their home. It's a highly biodiverse ecosystem, home to untold species of plants and animals. The rainforest can create its own weather and influences climates around the world. Unfortunately, the fragile ecosystem faces the constant threat of deforestation and has seen devastating wildland fires this year. Another hurdle that has hindered archaeologists from exploring the Amazon rainforest is that this forest is home to some of the Earth's deadly creatures, from jaguars, anacondas, piranhas, black caimans, and all other sorts of snake species yet to be seen anywhere in the world. However, there are isolated tribes living in the Amazon rainforest, untouched and unaffected by the modern world. As of the last count, over 18 different tribes in the Amazon rainforest have had no contact with the rest of humanity for hundreds of years. This territory covers 85,000 square kilometers, which is more than 2 times the size of Switzerland. However, these humans have somehow managed to navigate life and conquer the landscape. We are still unable to contact them because of how detached they are from our modern civilization. If we decided to contact them, it could be devastating to them. Aside from the cultural shock and threats we pose, we harbor diseases that could immediately wipe out the entire population. Some of these tribes have been isolated for so long that they are yet to develop immunity to many of the seemingly common diseases we carry in the modern world. Common diseases like the common cold, measles, or rubella could lead to a total wipeout of their colony. The question on everybody's mind is how they evolved to survive for so long in such a dangerous region. However, nobody knows the answer to that, and no one has enough information to understand their way of life, experiences, and survival tactics. For this reason, many regions where isolated humans are suspected of residing, like the VALE do JAVARI and the Pure River area, remain protected by the Brazilian authorities to preserve their heritage and lifestyle. The uncontacted people of the Amazon were a larger population only a while ago. However, several tribes and settlements have gone into extinction. In 2018, scientists discovered something genuinely astonishing and also very terrifying. In the southern part of the Amazon, they discovered an extensive pre-Columbian settlement that dated back thousands of years ago. Extensive satellite imagery discovered signs of life along 81 ancient civilizations, including hundreds of geoglyphs, building-like structures, canals, and ditches. However, the geoglyphs were more intriguing. Geoglyphs are a part of art created by arranging or rearranging objects on the ground. Often, these objects could be stones, trees, gravel, or earth. To create a geoglyph, the artist or group of artists arrange objects in a structured pattern to create lines or spaces that contrast with the surrounding terrain. Or it can also be created by removing objects in a structured pattern to create lines or spaces that are in contrast with the surrounding terrain. The oldest geoglyphs were assured of being created 3,000 to 3,500 years ago. However, their true purpose is unknown. Perhaps they are used for ceremonies, rituals, or even a meeting place with extraterrestrial aliens. The other structures, which are scattered across the landscape, could have very well been a city or even an entire state. They could also very well be the vestiges of ancient, undocumented civilizations of almost 1 million people, surviving with exceptional agricultural knowledge and wildlife survival tactics that even our modern world may never be able to replicate. The Amazon rainforest is home to at least 80,000 plant species, 430 mammal species, and over 427 species of amphibians, and more species are still being discovered every year. Therefore, it begs the question, why is the Amazon rainforest home to such a massive amount of everything? What makes it unique? The likely answer was that the rainforest was formed during the Eocene era, which existed around 56 million years to 34 million years ago. During this period, the Atlantic Ocean broadened enough to bring a warm, moist climate to the Amazon basin of the Amazon rainforest. This simply means that there used to be a sea where the Amazon currently sits. During the early and middle Miocene era, this region was constantly flooded and ultimately stretching and retracting. These theories are backed by some of the most unusual findings, such as discovering giant shark teeth in Colombia. Therefore, coupled with our knowledge and the things we are yet to discover about the Amazon basin and rainforest, it is not so crazy to imagine that there might be El Dorado hidden there somewhere. However, the importance of the Amazon rainforest cannot be overemphasized. Below are some of the things that make the Amazon rainforest important. The carbon and oxygen cycle. The Amazon rainforest plays an important part in regulating the world's oxygen and carbon cycles. It produces roughly 6% of the world's oxygen and has long been thought to act as a carbon sink, meaning it readily absorbs large amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. But when trees are logged and the forest is burned, carbon is released into the atmosphere at alarming rates. Recent research has suggested that these forests might emit more carbon dioxide than they're absorbing. Luckily, if we're able to conserve large parts of the fragile ecosystem, scientists believe we may be able to restore its status as a carbon sink. The Amazon River reaches. The Amazon River is the second longest river in the world, next to the Nile. Its winding waterways cover roughly nearly 4,000 miles, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. According to National Geographic, the Amazon has the highest rainfall rate in the world. More than 3,700 cubic miles of rainwater fall from the sky each year. Biodiversity along the Amazon River and its surrounding wetlands is vibrant. The winding river is home to numerous species, including red-bellied piranha, pancake stingrays, bull sharks, black caiman crocodiles, and the endangered pink river dolphin. A recent study suggested the wetlands in the Amazon hold over 53% of the more than 6,727 tree species counted in the Amazon. Diverse wildlife. From pond-hopping poison frogs to spotted jaguars slinking around in the dead of night, the Amazon rainforest is important because it houses some of the world's most charismatic plants and animals. According to the World Wildlife Fund, it's one of the most diverse ecosystems in the world, home to 10% of the world's species. There are more than 2.5 million species of insect that scuttle through the leaf litter. According to National Geographic, it has roughly 1,300 bird species, 3,000 species of fish, and approximately 430 species of mammals. These animals play an important role in keeping the rainforest healthy. For instance, important nutrients from the carcasses, feces, and food scraps deposited by mammals leach into the forest floor. This nutrient influx helps soil microbes better store carbon instead of releasing it into the atmosphere. Myriad plant life. More than 40,000 plant species have been found in the Amazon rainforest. Many of them have important medicinal uses or are found in the foods we eat. Chocolate, vanilla, cinnamon, pepper, and coffee are grown in the rainforest. Rubber trees produce a sticky white latex sap that holds our planet together and provides a source of income for indigenous communities living in the rainforest. The Amazon's plants play an active role in regulating the ecosystem. As plants in the Amazon photosynthesize, they create their own weather. Through a process called transpiration, plants release water vapor from pores along the underside of their leaves. This moisture influx sustains life by seeding thick bands of clouds that keep water locked in the lush forest and flowing into rivers that supply communities downstream. This phenomenon doesn't just impact weather in the Amazon. As the rain falls over the forest, warm air rises high into the atmosphere, pulling even more moisture from the oceans thousands of miles away.